I'd go. Yep, yeah, that's me again. Y'all didn't get tired of me yet, right? Hopefully not. I hope not. Alright, so I got the 22 creepiest things ever found in GTA games, and you play GTA or a fan of it, but you know GTA is up some of the wildest things you see, the wildest things you hear inside the game. So, and there's plenty like undiscovered things. So, like I commend the people who actually took their time to go find these different things because it's amazing what you find inside lurking inside this game. So, this by Game Affairs XT. No too much running on. I can prepare, make myself small for y'all, make this full screen, and I listen to it up, but that's Diaz. Look like Diaz. Hey, let's jump into it, man. See
The Grand Theft Auto series
going
is
on.
known for chaos, explosions, and dark humor. But hidden
Yeah,
beneath
shoot.
all of that,
Huh?
there's another side of GTA, one that's far more disturbing than you'd ever expect. From
Body
aliens
bites?
and UFOs to depraved, unexplained killers, abandoned places, Easter eggs, and chilling references Rockstar never talks about. These are the
that
creepiest
was
things
Diaz.
ever found in GTA history. Starting with GTA 3, if you visit Salvatore Leone's mansion in Free Roam and step inside, something immediately feels creepy.
Why it look like this?
You'll start hearing soft, eerie piano music echoing through the mansion. At first, it sounds normal, almost peaceful, but then you realize something disturbing. There is absolutely no one inside. The
Crap.
mansion is completely empty.
Okay. Okay.
What makes this even creepier is that we visit this place multiple times during the story, yet it never feels this unsettling or sounds this disturbing. And there's another strange detail. If you start shooting at the walls inside the mansion, you won't see any bullet impacts at all, almost like the walls themselves aren't real.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. All it simply is that you technically ain't supposed to be here unless you was in a mission. You just come here if you want to. So I guess the textures ain't there for that, but yeah. But it's still solid though. It's still solid.
Now head over to this tunnel in St. Mark's, and you'll find something even more unsettling.
Wait, what the?
Inside the tunnel, there are 4 homeless NPCs, each holding a Molotov cocktail, just standing there in silence. They don't walk, they don't talk, and most disturbingly, they don't react to the player at all. You can push them, aim at them, even attack them, and they won't fight back. If you kill one of them, the others still won't move or respond in any way. What makes this truly creepy is that homeless NPCs outside the tunnel behave completely differently. They'll fight back and attack Claude if provoked. But inside this tunnel, it's like they're intentionally disabled. They feel less like NPCs and more like lifeless statues, frozen in place, watching nothing. And that unnatural behavior is what makes this tunnel one of the creepiest spots in GTA 3.
I know a cult when I see a cult.
GTA Vice City.
I need to
Apartment
revisit these.
3C in Ocean Beach actually had a completely different purpose during Vice City's development. Early beta screenshots and even a 2002 GameSpy preview hinted that this place was supposed to become one of Tommy's safe houses. But in the final game, things changed. The apartment still exists, but instead of being a safe house you can own, it turned into a direct Scarface reference where Tony Montana's friend gets chopped up with a chainsaw inside a Miami apartment. It makes you wonder if this was originally meant to be Tommy's first claimed property.
I think I discovered
Considering
this.
the bathroom scene, Apartment 3C is one of the creepiest locations in the game.
No. I don't. I think I saw this in another
I am
video.
sure almost everyone completely missed this creepy detail. In the intro
Hold
cutscene,
on.
while most players are focused on Sonny Forelli
For
and
real?
the conversation happening in front of them, there's something far more disturbing hidden in the
And
background.
I just I
Inside
just see
the
that.
refrigerator room, you can clearly see a dead human body hanging alongside slabs
Whoa.
of meat. And this isn't just random shock value. In real life, mafia hitmen, most famously Richard the Iceman Kuklinski, were known to store bodies in freezers and cold rooms to confuse police by slowing decomposition and hiding the time of death. Rockstar quietly placing this detail in the very first scene.
Like all the years of my life, as much as I played this game, was so crazy, I never actually completed 3 in Vice City. I completed San Andreas, Vice City Stories, and Liberty City Stories, and beyond that. But 3 in Vice City and the games before that, like the top-down versions, I don't think I never find myself playing the top-down versions. But I need to go back and play 3 in Vice City and actually complete those. I never completed them. But boy, I never noticed that. Never noticed that.
Sets a dark tone for Vice City that most players never realized was there.
Never, but like, never, bro.
If you explore the waters, you can actually find a man sunk at the bottom with cement shoes. And honestly, this one always freaked me out. Maybe because I don't know how to swim, and the idea of being trapped underwater is terrifying. And here's a little history lesson. This method, known as cement shoes, was famously used by the mob back in the day as a way to get rid of people permanently. Pretty dark stuff.
Real dark.
What's even crazier is that Vice City has multiple of these bodies scattered around the water. Definitely one of the worst ways to go. During the final mission, Keep Your Friends Close, Ken Rosenberg mentions that the Forelli crime family are coming to fit him with some cement shoes. This seems to imply that the mafia is responsible for this criminal act.
I love them as pets in bowls, or as food on a plate, but as much as I love them, I don't want to sleep with them, okay? But right now, your Italian brothers are coming from up there to fit me with some cement shoes, and I...
Shut up, Ken!
Near Interglobal Studios, there's an enterable abandoned mansion that has become one of the most infamous locations in Vice City. Over the years, players have attached countless myths to this place, including stories of Slender Man, ghost sightings, and unexplained voices. The mansion appears in Mission, The Chase, and Phnom Penh 86, which only adds to its uneasy reputation. Some players claim the mansion becomes haunted during stormy or foggy nights, reporting screams, ghost orbs, or shadowy figures inside the rooms. Others even modified the game to insert Slenderman models, further fueling the myth. However, none of these claims have ever been proven legitimate, including rumours about the ghost of Louise Cassidy. The most likely explanation is much simpler. Large, empty, ruined buildings are naturally unsettling, and when combined with Vice City's foggy weather and eerie silence, many players interpret these moments as intentional design, even though they're simply the byproduct of emptiness and atmosphere. In Little Haiti, there's a shop that's genuinely creepy once you notice it. It's literally selling human organs.
Whoa!
But here's where it gets even darker. Just a few streets away, you can find 4 graves, and one of them even has a visible skeleton inside. It really makes you wonder, could the owner of that shop be connected to those graves? Maybe they were victims, or maybe someone dug up the bodies to harvest the organs. Either way, it's easily one of the creepiest little details you'll ever find in GTA Vice City. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
San Andreas, but when this first come out, by the hours they put in on this game, boy.
If you come to this location in the northern Bone County desert, you will see something you should have never seen in GTA San Andreas. A large hole dug approximately 6 to 12 feet deep in the ground with 6 dead bodies in it. A Bobcat pickup truck sits in front of the hole in a position implying the bodies were previously loaded into the truck bed and brought to the location before the suspects were interrupted and abandoned the vehicle in haste or simply left it behind. Now, the possible explanation for this is that the grave is a body dumping ground for mafia families. A major piece of evidence to this theory can be seen in the game's introduction video, where 2 Sindaco family gangsters can be seen digging a grave. However, they are shown attempting to dispose of only 1 corpse, and the exact location the thugs were shown to be digging has been proven to be elsewhere in Bone County. near the desert building.
Almighty, I seen everything.
Another darker theory points to Mary Beth Maybell, the host of the radio station K-Rose. During one of her broadcasts, she says that she has 6 husbands, all of which are now 6 feet under. Players were quick to link her number of husbands to the number of body bags in the mass grave. Mary Beth also announces that she broadcasts from somewhere in Bone County, placing her in close proximity to the grave. At one point in her show, she also reveals she drives a truck, which players have theorized to be the bobcat near the grave.
Shit. What the? Random.
It is believed that the Fisher's Lagoon is a polluted area because there are barrels filled with nuclear waste. At this spot, at the end of this pier, there is an old rusty wheelchair, a reference to the horror film The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Many myths in the game, including the Leatherface myth, center around this wheelchair. However, it may be an Easter egg. The chair even has strange textures that suggest some kind of story behind it. However, despite years of investigation, the mystery was never officially solved. Most believe it's simply an Easter egg with no deeper purpose, but the unanswered questions are what make it unsettling. There's also a creepy cave located at the northwestern edge of Fort Carson, directly under the railway bridge near the player's safe house. It runs through a large plateau for approximately several hundred feet on a slight incline. The southern entrance lies very close to the eastern shoreline of the Tierra Robada Inlet, while the western entrance is somewhat elevated from the shoreline. A police bribe star lies approximately halfway through the cave. The real reason this cave gained notoriety is the cave monster myth. Many players claim to see strange creatures lurking inside, especially at night. However, nearly all sightings were later revealed to be Clio script mods, not part of the base game. Still, the darkness, narrow passages, and isolation make the cave unsettling even without monsters. San Andreas Forests. San Andreas Forests are easily some of the creepiest places in the entire franchise. Roaming through them late at night feels deeply uncomfortable, especially during foggy or stormy weather.
I know that's so scary, but it doesn't it's slightly creepy because boy, you just feel like a skinwalker or something, like pop up on you or something like that. I need to go
The
back
trees
to San
themselves
Andreas.
look unnatural, towering and distorted, and the silence makes every sound feel amplified. What makes it worse is finding abandoned cars scattered in the middle of nowhere, with no explanation as to how they got there. Just a piece of advice: don't go into the forest at night when it's raining, because it's very scary and you might get frightened. I only came here for the purpose of this video, and I'm never coming back at night again.
Hey boys, he ain't coming back to this vibe no more. Oh man. That's a nice little cool creepy touch though. Yeah, wait, nah, man,
There is a real
ghost
ghost town in GTA San Andreas, hidden deep in Bone County near the Sherman Dam, called Las Brujas.
If I'm mistaken, Bruja mean witch in Spanish.
The town is made up of old wooden buildings that resemble a Wild West settlement.
Yeah. Solid though.
Complete with a small chapel and a fenced graveyard, with tombstones in a state of disrepair and partially buried under the sand. The graveyard has a hole dug out near its exterior, which was used during the mission High Noon, but appears both before and after the mission. The ghost town appears to have been abandoned long before the setting of the game. The town also contains an old cemetery where the ghost town figure is said to appear. Some even say the ghost...
This Western, I think it's Way of the Samurai, I think. Whereas like the samurai do these escapists samurai clan to protect a baby. and up in this old western town. This remind me of that town. Way of the Samurai was an awesome movie. Wait, let me just make sure. When I find it, I can let you know. I probably put the name somewhere up in here. I'm sure it'll be somewhere. But it was a really good movie.
Pulaski and Hernandez, who died nearby, haunt the graveyard. Whether real or imagined, Las Brujas feels wrong, like a place that should never be visited. If you come to this place in the small town of Montgomery, Red County, you will find the Biowell, an Easter egg and a mythical location. It is implied that it is used for dumping biohazardous and potentially toxic waste. At night, a greenish tinge can be seen on upward-facing surfaces of the top circular layer of the brickwork of the structure, along with a very bright green coating on one side of a single removed brick that lay at the foot of the surrounding fence on the northeast side. The fact that the green tinge can only be seen at night gives the impression that the contaminated surfaces glow in the dark, leading some players to believe the biowell is linked with the unlawful disposal of nuclear waste. However, this is unproven. The biowell's presence in the game could be inspired by the 2002 psychological horror film The Ring, and its sequels The Ring 2 and Rings. In the film, a girl by the name of Samara comes out of a well and attempts to kill the protagonist. GTA 4 is also a very creepy game. Underneath the Broker Dukes Expressway, there is a small baby stroller sitting upright on the ground. Its placement could be a reference to children in the game. The stroller is a static entity and is not scripted to be used by any pedestrian, though it has physics interactions with the rest of the world. Players claim the stroller is haunted because it sometimes appears to move on its own. This may be the result of a spawn glitch, which could possibly cause it to roll down the incline by itself. Players also report that if the one shoots at the stroller, a little girl's voice can be heard saying, "Mommy." Certain pedestrians have voice lines calling out, including one of the homeless pedestrians who can be found nearby. Nevertheless, the stroller's presence in the game is questionable. It is not known why game developers included the stroller in the game if they never planned to have children in the game. Certain players have speculated that Rockstar planned to include children in the game, but skeptics have said that if they did, the strollers would have been removed, though it moves a little weird, which really creeped me out. One of the most famous myth-hunting locations in GTA 4 is the haunted Sprunk factory, located on Argue Street in Alderney. The factory is an abandoned facility which once produced and bottled Sprunk brand soda. The factory appears to have...
Right, the fact that people going around and finding these places and actually documenting them is cool, but crazy at the same time, because by the take the time out to do this, to actually just go search for these things and oh shit, I need to get me a longer while. I almost jog it up just now.
Been abandoned for a very long time. That is why the location has become very creepy. The Sprunk factory is the location of several in-game myths. The factory itself is very old and run down. It seems to have been abandoned long before 2008, although it is not known why it was abandoned. Many players have reported seeing black figures or apparitions throughout the building. Other players have reported hearing a scream or shout, usually after firing a gun, which is true in my case too. But that could be explained because there are bums that spawn throughout the factory. So far, there have been many in-game myth hunters researching the location, but most of the evidence they have found are questionable to say the least. As of now, this myth is considered to be unlikely, due to the lack of credible evidence. The haunted Sprunk factory is one of the creepy sites in Grand Theft Auto 4. If the player fires a weapon inside the factory, a shout can be heard. It's said that the bouncer from the nearby Honkers strip club is the one shouting and threatening them. Some players may have mistaken the angry bouncer's voice for a ghost, and to be honest, I did too. In one part of the factory, there is a largely collapsed floor with a broken sewage tunnel leaking. Many believe this tunnel and even the room could be home to giant alligators.
Seriously coming up with.
There is also fire in the barrel, which suggests bums or homeless people live here secretly. And just look at that place. It looks so scary and dark.
Wait, what the? Still
This
going?
led to exit of the tunnel to outside world. Nevertheless, the Sprunk Factory's spooky ambience makes it one of the most haunted and creepy places in the game.
Wait, what? Hold on, what? How you do that?
You know what's even
Wait.
creepier?
Boy. Whoa.
The Statue of Happiness face itself. Inspired by Hillary Clinton in real life, the statue's expression already feels unsettling.
Hey. What? And I make it no better with the
But the real horror is hidden inside.
Yep.
The player cannot reach the inside by stairs and must jump from a helicopter onto the platform. Once on the platform, there will be 4 doors around the base of the statue. Next to one of them is a small sign that reads, "No hidden content this way." The door does not have any collision, and the player can just walk through it. Inside of the statue, there will be a long ladder. If you climb all the way to the top, you can find one of the most creepy and scary things in the entire game, a beating heart. It is held up with chains and is made up of various arteries and veins going from the heart to the statue's exterior. Shooting at it or throwing explosives at it will make it spurt blood, but it will not trigger any other response. It is said that this heart
would have been solid if they did a Ghostbusters 2 reference and interacted with the heart in some type of way, made the Statue of Liberty, well, Statue of Happiness, come to life and start walking around the city. Now, what will it do when it come to life? I don't know, because they use the Statue of Liberty to save the world, well, save the city, but technically save the world, because if they didn't stop it there, that was going to spread across the world. So that would have been a nice little reference if they did do that, or like that, or they what they what they get the plasma backpacks. I forget what they call it. They actually hunt the ghosts with and suck them inside the machine and stuff. That'd have been solid.
powers the whole of Liberty City, and it is often referred to as the heart of Liberty City. If you love the hidden, creepy, and weird side of GTA, hit that subscribe button. This channel is built for fans who notice the details.
Subscribe, guys, if you love me.
Next up is one of the creepiest characters Rockstar has ever created, Eddie Lowe. You first encounter him late at night in a dark alley just across from the autoerotic car dealership, and almost immediately, something about him feels not right.
Hey there, pal. Hey.
I think I remember this.
Hey, what are you doing out here so late?
What's it to you?
Nothing. Just trying to make conversation. Just trying to keep the loneliness at bay. You know.
Whatever you say.
Hey, you're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from Florida.
You're funny. You're a real joker. Wait, mister. Do you ever wonder if animals, they masturbate?
Okay, listen, friend, you're really creeping me out.
No, it's a silly question. I know, silly question.
As Nico starts to walk away, clearly unsettled after hearing Eddie's creepy ramblings, Eddie suddenly offers to pay him for a ride to the docks, claiming he needs help disposing of a heavy bag.
So maybe it's the masturbating. Maybe that's God's real gift to us.
Okay,
What?
I'd really like to get back to planet Earth, so maybe I'll...
So wait a minute, mister. I'm sorry. I'm strange. I'm a weird guy. I know. Hey, do you have a car? Can you get one?
Why?
Because I have this rather heavy bag, and I really need a lift. I can pay you.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm Eddie, by the way. Eddie Lowe.
Yes, fine. Come on.
During the drive, his unsettling ramblings make it painfully obvious that whatever's inside that bag is something you were never meant to know.
40 parts. What in the... Wait, how random, but like, I ever seen this pop up in the game? Is this a mod? Oh, wow. Wait.
You got the shit to catch. You going somewhere?
I'm not going anywhere. My friends are, though.
There's another one.
They're heading off.
I need to play this again.
It's a funny joke.
Joke? Joke?
I need to play this
Eddie
again.
never jokes. Eddie needs to be taken seriously. They laughed at him once, but you can't laugh without a tongue. You can't point if you haven't got fingers,
How many
can
cars
you?
would... Hold on,
That's
wait,
what
wait,
Daddy
wait.
told me. Late at night, in my room.
You're
That's
kind
that
of
has
a
to be a
strange
boy.
guy, Eddie. Have you ever considered psychotherapy? You've got issues.
My only issue is I don't accept the world's bullshit.
Too much cars with them chairs on top. Have to be a mod.
Wait here for me, friend. Special friend. I'm just dropping the kids off.
So, was that
After he
children or
throws the
somebody cut
bag,
up?
he asks you to take him to Westminster.
Glad I got rid of that. Wouldn't want to get caught with it. People can be so narrow-minded. Can you take me to
Not
Westminster?
creepy at all.
After dropping him off, a news report later appeared on the internet describing one of Eddie Lowe's recent murders, confirming that Nico unknowingly helped a serial killer escape.
Hold on.
And if a killer escape, and if enough time passes, Nico can actually run into Eddie again, triggering a second and final encounter where the truth about Eddie's crimes can no longer be ignored.
Hey there, pal. Hey.
Hey,
Nico, the Balkan sociopath.
Eddie Lowe, the animal.
You and your wicked sense of humor. You're quite naughty. Quite naughty.
Whatever.
Quite naughty. Do you like to get like that?
Excuse me?
No, nothing silly. I'm just being silly. Silly little Billy, that's me.
What the word was?
I like it, though. I like it.
Fuck off. You're creeping me out.
No, I don't want to make you angry, Nico. I don't want to be creepy. It's just my way.
Well, your way is not cool.
Not cool? You say Eddie's not cool? I don't fit in with the in crowd? Well, Mrs. Smith, Eddie's taken your star son, your prized little quarterback, and fucked him in the ass, and then tied him up, strangled him into knots. And your daughter? Your pretty little daughter, Mrs. Abraham? Eddie's ripped out her intestines just to see if he could feel anything. And you know what? He couldn't. He couldn't.
You should get laid or something.
Hey,
Oh,
you
I
get
just
killed,
did.
man.
A little jogger down by the water. But you know what, handsome? I got a hunger tonight that can't be sated. Come here. Huh. Ugh.
The conversation ends with Eddie attacking Nico with a knife. He tries to kill Nico after being called not cool. However, if you manage to take the knife from him and choose not to kill him, Eddie will run away, and the game will display a very creepy message. Coming to GTA 5, there are a lot of creepy things hidden in the game. Starting off with the abandoned mineshaft. The abandoned mineshaft is a mythical location found in Great Chaparral. You can enter the shaft mine by blowing the wooden gates with explosives. As you move forward inside the tunnel, you'll come across something truly unsettling. The dead body of a man wearing a classic 1940s suit, which really creeps you out, and in front of the body, the tunnel splits into two paths. Let's take the one on the left and continue exploring. I'll warn you, don't come here at night. I made the mistake of exploring after dark, and I really regret it. The atmosphere is terrifying. After walking further, you'll reach another split. This time, I'll take the right path to see what lies ahead.
You sound like you ain't a big fan of horror movies.
Sadly, this route ends in a blocked passage that won't open, no matter what explosives you use. So, let's go back to the original path. Even there, after moving a little further, you'll eventually reach a dead end. In the end, the only truly creepy discovery here, apart from the haunted vibe of the place, is that scary body in the 1940s suit. And honestly, that's creepy enough. Aliens are proven to appear in physical form within Grand Theft Auto 5. They show up as Easter eggs and during Michael's hallucination sequence in the mission Did Somebody Say Yoga? However, there are rumors to appear outside of these missions as well. In the prologue mission, during the car chase scene, turn right where the railroad tracks intersect the road. Drive down the embankment to the frozen river and stop under the bridge. The corpse of an alien can be clearly seen frozen through the ice in the frozen river.
The snow's too deep, you dick!
It'd have been cool if they had like a voice line for noticing it.
Nine years later, during Mission Bury the Hatchet, the alien is still there. This is especially creepy because we only saw aliens before in Michael's imagination, but here they exist as part of the actual game world. It's terrifying, and it leaves players wondering, is this part of the Mount Chiliad mystery? Is it connected to the UFOs scattered across the map? Or is it simply a creepy Easter egg meant to set the tone? Now coming to the Infinity 8 mystery, probably the most well-known mystery in all of GTA 5. If you travel to Sandy Shores in Blaine County, you'll find the ruins of a small house. Inside a small half-destroyed shack in Sandy Shores, a small newspaper clipping can be found nailed to a wooden roof support. The newspaper clipping dates back to December 2004, and it tells about Merle Abraham's death and the Infinity murders, which were carried out by him. Merle Abraham's house is located just a short distance away from this shack. Inside the house, the player can find the phrase, "There will be 8, written in black ink on a broken chunk of wall. Further inside the house, there is another phrase written in black ink. The phrase reads, 8 is just infinity stood up. Both of these signs were written by Abrahams himself. Some believe the shoes found inside may have belonged to his unnamed child, whom he allegedly killed when the child was only 15 days old. Then the mystery continues from Sandy Shores, close to Merle Abraham's home. There is a large rock in a field near the main road. On the side of the rock, there is a short nursery rhyme written by Abrahams, referencing his murders and his psychotic state of mind. Next to this poem, the number 8 is scrawled various times on the rock. This poem may have been written after Merle Abrahams killed all of his victims. The final clue can be found in the prison where he actually died, so let's take a look at it. Ignore Michael, he is just sleeping, anyways. On the wall, another phrase is written. And just below it is the biggest hint of all. If you recognize the location, congratulations. You've found the site marked on the map at the very top.
Okay, alright, that's cool.
If you come here, you will actually find the dead bodies of the Infinity Killer.
Wow.
And if you unwrap them using mods, each body is marked with the number 8, or the infinity symbol itself. As far as everyone knew, that was it. The Infinity Killer was dead, the bodies were found, and the mystery was finally solved. And what makes this even more unsettling is that some of the darkest things Rockstar planned for GTA were completely removed before release.
Oh man, hey. That was a good video. That was good. I ain't gonna lie, that was good. But yeah, man, y'all go check him out. Oh my god, I can't believe got but Game Affairs XT. I will be checking on some of his videos because hey, I learned a couple well-known things that I didn't ever know about GTA. But I hope you all like the video again. Remember to like and subscribe to help a brother out this YouTube journey. And catch you on the next one. Y'all be safe and don't let nobody try to stress you out and all that other good stuff because life too short. Other people get inside your head. Catch you all in the next one, man. Y'all be safe, Tread. This the part where we split until we come back and meet each other again. You know why, but we can link up.